Hello students, welcome to my class. We are going to study a small module from BOD 102. This is an elective paper and the title of the paper is Research Methodology, Bioinformatics and Biostatistics. This module is from Unit 1, that is Basic Concept of Research and General Laboratory Practices. Module name is Laboratory Hazards 2 and module number is 6. Myself, Dr. Ranjita Savaikar, Associate Professor, Department of Botany, PSS RSN College, Paramagudi, Ponda, Goa. This is going to be the outline of my presentation. I am going to introduce you to the fire and the electrical hazards. We are going to study the causes of fire and electrical hazards that are likely to happen in the laboratory. And we are also going to study the safety precautions to be taken by the researchers working in the research lab. After I complete this module, you will be able to explain the causes of fire and electrical hazards in the laboratory. You will also be able to cite safety measures to tackle fire and electrical hazards. In the earlier module, I explained to you the meaning of the word hazard. Hazard refers to risk or danger. Let us now understand what are the causes of fire hazards. In a research laboratory, there could be fire because of overloading of electrical circuit. As you have seen in a laboratory setup, we use different types of electrical instruments like centrifuge, ovens, laminar airflow. There are numerous instruments which are used. So, because of the overloading of the electrical circuit, a lab might catch fire. Poor electrical maintenance. Loose electrical connections producing the sparks could be a reason for the laboratory fire. Leaving equipments on unnecessarily. Students, we are using different types of equipments. As soon as we finish working with that equipment, we are supposed to put it off. But many a times these equipments are left on and that could be a cause for the fire hazard. Sometimes there are flames which are open. The gas tubings are spoiled. They are not replaced. There is improper handling and storage of inflammable or explosive materials in the laboratory. Many a times there is insufficient and improper ventilation in the laboratory. Let us now understand the safety measures. In case if there is a fire hazard, how should we protect our own self? Fire extinguisher should be available at a convenient place in the laboratory. Fire alarms should be installed and maintained in working condition. Fire escape routes should be displayed very prominently. Firefighting equipments like hoses or pipes, buckets of sand or water and fire extinguisher should be available in the laboratory. Water should be used to extinguish fire in paper, wood or cloth. Water should not be used in case of electrical fires, burning liquids and gases. But carbon dioxide can be used to put off fire of combustible liquids, gases and electrical fires. Now, let us understand about the electrical hazards. Mainly, electrical hazards are happening due to overloading of electrical wiring and sparks. All electrical installations and equipments, including earthing systems, should be maintained properly. Circuit breakers are necessary to protect electric wiring from being overloaded and thus prevent fires. All electrical equipments should be earthed or grounded perfectly through 3-point plugs. All electrical equipments and materials used in wiring should conform to National electrical safety standards and codes. How do we protect ourselves from electrical hazard? A researcher must know fire emergency response procedures. Researcher must keep the lab aisles and evacuation routes free of equipment and other objects that could obstruct the safe passage. Periodically practice the emergency response procedures. Researchers must attend fire training to get acquainted with fire hazards and safety. In case if there is an emergency, or in case if there is a fire, or if there is an electrical hazard, researchers should remain calm and call for the emergency response. Avoid contact with the energized electrical circuits. Keep the flammable materials away from electrical equipments. Let's take a review of what all things we learned in this laboratory hazards. Students, we learnt about fire hazards and we understood that in a laboratory, fire hazard could be because of the equipments which we leave on unnecessarily. Fire hazard could be because of the loose electrical connections. Fire hazards could be because of the flames, because of the spoiled gas tubings. It could be because of improper handling and storage of the flammable or the explosive materials. We also saw how to protect our own self against this fire or the electrical hazards. In every laboratory, there should be a fire extinguisher, there should be fire alarms. The fire escape routes should be displayed very prominently. It is a must that all the researchers should undergo basic training in firefighting. We also understood that in certain cases of electrical fires or burning liquids or gases, we must not use water, but we can use carbon dioxide to put off the fire of combustible liquids, gases, or electrical fires. The safety measures to be taken against the electrical fires are: the researchers must know the fire emergency response procedures. The researchers must keep the lab aisles and the evacuation routes free of equipment and other objects that could obstruct the safe passage. The researcher must periodically practice emergency response procedures. In case of emergency, it's very important to remain calm and call for the emergency responses. The researcher must keep the flammable materials away from the electrical equipments. These are the reference books and the web links for further reading. Thank you.